Increasing student interaction with an e-textbook using programmed instruction. A demo presented to you by Mustafa Muhammad.
Let's start by seeing a difference between programmed instruction e-textbook and a normal e-textbook.
As we see on the screen, this is a book for formal languages course. Students can find some prose, some visualizations, and maybe some slides. But students can freely keep skipping reading the text or even watching the slides by clicking on the next button and keep going till the end of the slides without interacting or reading or engaging with the content. This is the programmed instruction e-textbook for the same course. In this book, students will be able to read some sentences followed by a question. It's usually a simple MCQ question about what students read and answering this question correctly will indicate that students understood the related sentences. Students now cannot skip the current slide until they answer the question correctly. The book has an option to show students some hints and comments about why their answer for the question is correct or incorrect. At the same time, students can reread the current frame sentence or the previous ones. This way, students will be active and engaged during their study.
Frames checkpoint. Students are required to answer questions while they are studying from programmed instruction e-textbook. So every time they go through their frame set, they need to keep answering the questions one by one to be able to continue the frame set. But what happens if a student, for any reason, interrupted his studying and he want to continue or she want to continue later in the day? What will happen is our system keep tracking their progress and keep answering, keep remembering what questions they answered correctly and what questions are answered incorrectly. So once they interrupted their work and they log in back to their book, they will find that the system bring them immediately to the last frame and the last question that they need to answer to continue their study. So this way, our system makes some checkpoints for students. So anytime they refresh or they pause and they need to resume studying in their books, they will find their progress saved and they don't need to re-answer all the questions they answered. To create frame questions, instructors need to build JSON object. They should give a name for the object, specify the type for the frame. Here we need to answer, we need to ask a question about select from multiple choices. The description field means what instructors need students to see in the frame as an information. The question field is the question students will see and need to answer. The answer field means what are the correct answers, and here we have two correct answers. Choices are the choices that will present to students and they should select the correct answer from these choices. And finally, they should present the feedback they want students to see if the answer is incorrect or the answer is correct. In another file, instructors need to call a function and give it the name for that JSON object. So our code will understand that in this frame, this question should appear and the students should select the correct answer to be able to continue reading from our book. This is the end of our short demo. Thank you all for watching.